Another early days step is to look online for graphics that represent the learning or similar learning to that which you've done over the past couple months. So specifically, you would look for statistics and infographics and maps that are related to your particular topic. So for me, true crime podcast statistics. From here, I want to change my search to be about images. And it's possible that in all of these images, there is content that is very similar to my research essay. And so with a proper citation, I could use one of these graphs or charts to convey information without recreating the wheel. If I search for an infographic instead of just a statistic, it's likely that I'm going to get a busier image, but I also might be able to zoom in on one aspect of that image as a highlight of my documentary film. A search for maps doesn't work quite as well with my particular topic. It tends to lead me into a map of a particular podcast or particular crime, but you might as well check it out. What do you have to lose? We are all used to seeing a lot of images and quickly changing images in the content that we consume. So it's really good to gather a bunch of photos and bar graphs and pie charts and infographics and maps and etc. and etc. It's a good idea to gather as much of that as possible so that you have a lot of raw material to pull from when you start filming and editing. Don't forget about the many resources that our documentary film services has made available to you. In particular, the many ethical use, images, music clips, and sound effects. As always, thank you so much for watching this video, and of course, if you have questions, please reach out.